Elementor released a Hello Biz theme, and this is meant to make building websites quicker and more efficient, and it's also going to give you some widgets that you normally would get in Elementor Pro. Now, I'm going to jump into this, but first let me remind you, what would you get with a standard Hello theme? So on this brand new website, I've got the Hello theme installed, and I also have no Elementor Pro plugin, it's just Elementor free. I would always recommend you go for Elementor Pro if you want to get the most out of your website page building experience. But what if some of you are just using Elementor free? What would you have got with Hello, and what are you going to get with Hello Biz? And I'm going to fly through this. So when you've got the Hello theme, it's pretty basic, but that's kind of acceptable because we're going to build everything out with Elementor. But what you do get with the Hello theme is the header and footer facility. So when you go to themes and customize, you go to header footer, you go and start designing. And of course, over here, you would go and set your colors, your custom load, your fonts. It was very, very basic. And to be honest, I would always recommend you go to Elementor Pro and build out your header and your footer templates there. The big limitation to using Elementor free and the standard Hello theme is the amount of widgets you have at your disposal. So you got container grid, you got your basic, your heading, your image, your icon, and then you have some general ones that you can see here like the basic gallery, testimonial, etc. But if you wanted to use forms or call to action widgets, you had to go for Pro. And again, I would always recommend you go for Elementor Pro. But this is what you're going to get. So there are some limitations. Now let's go and have a look at the Hello Biz theme. Go to themes, add new theme, type in Hello Biz, make sure it's the one by Elementor, go and install and activate. And whereas the Hello theme gave you like a blank page to build on and you could go and insert your own templates, the Hello Biz actually gives you some wireframes to start off with. And in total, you've got 8 and you have a blank portfolio one over here. I'm just going to expand on that. So if you don't want one that's already pre-populated with images and colors, you could just go with something very basic like this, go and apply the kit. Or maybe you want to apply a template that actually comes with a call to action, like a form from the get-go in your hero banner. So these are built out for you. Obviously, you're going to change the colors, the fonts, the images, and the logo to make it work for you. But this is going to give you a template. You go and hit apply kit and it's now in there. Another nice thing about the Hello Biz is that when you are viewing it in the WordPress admin sidebar dashboard, by the way, this is not a sponsored video. I'm only doing this because we've heard about the Hello Biz. And I'm pretty sure some of you are wondering, well, should I still use Hello or Hello Biz? I'm probably still going to be using Hello for the bulk of all of my projects. But for a quick, ready, get dirty, quick website I want to get built, I might just use the Hello Biz. So when you are on the Hello Biz from the admin sidebar, you can go in and customize your name. Now, this isn't that different to what you probably would have done down here where you go to appearance and customize. If I jump over to settings, we have the facility to disable skip links, but the one that's interesting is the structure and layout. So if you want to hide the page title by default, I would always recommend you do that. If we jump over to templates, there is no header footer template added. Don't forget, I haven't applied a template kit at the moment. And if we jump back into our dummy page, I still have the same widgets I had with the Hello. And of course, we still have loads of Pro widgets that are locked away. But what you now get with the Hello is a new option. Now, I'm just going to go to Pro and I'm going to show you that the form is still locked away. So I can't drag it in without getting Elementor Pro. But if I go to the Hello Plus, we do now have a lighter version of the form. We've got a Flex Hero, CTA Hero, and Zigzag. Let's go and start with the hero first. Let's go and drop that in. From what you see on screen, the sidebar and the structure, you can see we get a hero component. So this is like a pre-built container with your heading, subheading, your button, and an image slotted in below. Now, if you wanted to maneuver this, you're going to have to inspect and get the CSS and write it out. Or you could just build it out natively with a container and your relevant widgets. And then you're going to have more freedom to build it how you want. But what we do have here is the facility to change the text, the tags, the button. You can go and drop in an icon if you want, and you can go and mess around with the image. Style type lets us set the typography, the colors. You can see all of the settings there. We can change the width, we can change the height, and we can set its position. But we are missing the setting for cover and contain. But then you could just use the image widget. But if you're using this, then you can't use that because it's already pre-built for you. We also have some styling options for the box. And if you go to the advanced, you will be familiar with this. Now, please bear in mind, though, that if you go to custom CSS, you can't do it unless you got Elementor Pro. However, if you do go back to your WordPress dashboard, go to your theme, go to customize, you will have an additional CSS area over here, and there's loads of other tools that you could use as well. So that was the standard hero widget. Let's go and drop in the flex hero. Again, it's a component, similar, but this time we now have the image on the right-hand side. Again, you can go and change your text. So we got a intro, we got a heading, a subheading. So a bit more variety over there. You got your button dropping your icon. You've even got a secondary CTA as well, which I think is quite nice that they have thought of that, because sometimes people overlook this. You don't have to have just one CTA. One might be a contact us, but like over here, you got a schedule or see our services or see our shop. 2 CTAs is not a bad idea, and it can work really well if you get it right. And of course, you can change your image on the style. You can change it to be from a showcase approach to a storytelling. And this kind of takes you back to the previous hero, but don't forget you do have this extra intro at the top. We can align our content to be on the left-hand side. We can modify the width of it. If I go back to the showcase, again, we could swap the images from left to right. I almost forgot to mention that motion effects is locked away until you get Elementor Pro. But the Flex Hero, it's not too bad. I mean, again, there are limitations as to how far you can rearrange things, unless you want to get dirty with CSS. This is probably my favorite widget because we all kind of apply this, right, to a bog standard website. And I use the word bog standard loosely, but bog standardly, we do use this a lot. The zigzag, right? You got your image, text, and then you swap it over text, image. And then you go to your mobile, it will look like this. Text, image, text, image. What I like about this is that it gives it to you 4 times. You can go and swap out your content. So I could click into the first one, which is over here, social media done right. You can go in and swap your image out, go and change your title and your description. If you don't want to have a description, just don't pop anything in. If you don't want the button, just clear the text out again. And if you want to get rid of items, you can do, or you can duplicate, add a new one, or even swap them around. So I've now moved join the community above the social media one. But did you notice how it swapped the zigzag? So the image is now on the right-hand side. Let me now pick up social media and swap it back over. And watch this. It will now boink, go for that pattern. You can also swap out the images to be icons. So maybe you don't want images. Maybe this is like a timeline, or you're explaining like your services or the process or a flow chart. And you can go into each one and swap out the icon. Let's just pop that back to be image, and let's go over to style. So here we're told, how do you want to align the first graphic? So if I go and do this, it now pops the image on the right-hand side, and then everything else below zigzags the other way. That is quite neat. You got to admit, that's quite neat. I must say, though, is this only going to be in Hello Plus, or will this eventually come over to Elementor Pro as well? Because I'm trying to get around in my head right now. You got Hello with your basic widgets. Then you got Elementor Pro, where you can build everything out much more fluidly how you want. And then you got these extra widgets in Hello Plus. Would it be a good idea for them to include that already inside of Elementor Pro? Or maybe will we now start using the Hello Biz theme more than the Hello theme? It's a pause for thought, I think, and I might start thinking about that a bit more and exploring that, and you'll probably see me commenting on it in later videos. Anyway, what's really cool is you do have a motion effect. So even though motion effects, which is why I mentioned it, is an Elementor Pro feature, we'll go with fade in left. If I now publish this and we preview it, you can see everything fade in. What we didn't get was like, you know, fade in left and then fade in right. Everything kind of faded in left in a staggered approach. Let me just refresh that so you see that again. See how that came in? So that's quite neat. But like I said moments ago, I'd like to see that just bunged in with Elementor Pro as well. And maybe it is. Maybe it's coming. Who knows? Maybe I've missed it. Maybe it's already there. Let me know in the comments. Just a few more to go now. Let's go and drop in the CTA widget. And this is basically your call to action widget. You can see what it's doing there. Just to remind you, it is a component that's already been built out. Heading, description, if you don't want them, get rid of them. If you don't want to have a secondary button like I've got here, just delete it and it will disappear. What we don't obviously get is an image, which you would have got by default with the standard or the call to action widget you get with Elementor Pro. We get the facility to change the color, but we don't have the feature to go and add in an image. You could do a gradient if you want, and I'm pretty sure if you inspected it, You could go and bung in an image with a bit of CSS, but if this is what you get with the Hello Plus, and for some people, this might be enough. And the final widget to look at is the form Lite. I know so many people, they use Elementor free, and then they go and install Contact Form 7 or another form widget or Forminator just to have the form. And I always felt like, why does that not come? Like, that should be like the number one widget. Probably not the number one, but definitely a very important widget that you should have with Elementor free or even Hello. Well, we are getting it with Hello Biz now. Please remember, it is just a component. So we get the heading, we get a description, and then we have the form fields. Now, we do have the ability to add items. So this is interesting. Let's go and click, and we have text, email, text area, telephone, select, and acceptance. We don't have steps. We don't have images, stuff like that. And I know a lot of people do use that. So obviously, if you need them, you either use a third-party tool, which I don't always recommend, or you go and get Elementor Pro, which I do recommend. So you can go and drop items in and fields. We do have the facility to still add in IDs because maybe you're going to use like a code snippet or something funky to make the fields do something. Label, required mark, modify your buttons, action after submit, allows you to send emails or redirect to a thank you, whereas the Elementor Pro form, you could send to like MailChimp, MailerLite, or some other newsletter service. So you are limited, but that's why it's called Form Lite. Another limitation of Form Lite is that if you go into any of the fields or the button, you can only mess around with 33%, 50, or 100 when it comes to the width. And we always had a bit more flexibility. So if you wanted to have like more than one item per row, you could. And again, if I go down to the bottom, it's only those three options. Now, my honest opinion is that the Hello Biz is quite good for people who are never going to use Elementor Pro. Well, actually, no, I feel like it caters for two audiences. Firstly, it's free. And if you're going to use Elementor free and you're not going to get the Pro version, having access to these additional widgets and some templates, because a lot of people that are building, they're like, oh, I want to build a website. I've heard Elementor. I've seen videos by Imran from Web Squadron. I want to use it, but I'm a little bit stuck. Having something to kind of build upon could be really good for them. And like I said, having these additional widgets so you don't have to go for a third-party tool, which is where problems occur, okay? You got Elementor free, you're using Hello, and then you go and install lots of third-party add-ons, then you run an update or something over here, and then your website breaks and you start pulling out your hair. So this could be good for you. But even if you've got Elementor Pro, some of these widgets aren't too bad, I think, maybe. Like the zigzag one. I like to have a bit more control over how I'm building, but I can see people using that. And maybe with the templates, again, someone might have got Elementor Pro, does not mean they are a seasoned veteran. They may still be a new user to Elementor. So again, this can be pretty beneficial for them. Hey, look, I've just given you a quick walkthrough summary over Hello versus Hello Biz. I'll be looking into it more deeply. What are your thoughts? Do you think you may use it? And if you are one of those people, and there's nothing wrong with admitting it and being honest, but if you use Elementor free and you don't use Elementor Pro, do you think you will now make the jump to Hello Biz because you get these additional widgets, which they're not too bad? Even the form Lite, it is light, but at the end of the day, what did you want the form to do? Name, email, message. A few more fields. Most clients will be totally happy with that. Anyway, you can go and get it for free. I'm Imran from Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follows, and stick in the comments. What did you think? And have you tried it out? See you soon.